Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm exploring a game called Thronefall. Absolutely marvelous game. I love what it's done in terms of kind of changing up the landscape of making a minimalistic but super fun game that has great replayability. Absolutely love it. And we're also going to talk about potential. We're going to explore a little bit more of the game Thronefall and explore a little bit of potential. Why it's so important to understand how to unlock your potential and how to keep yourself from blocking it yourself. So for all you busy bees out there, if you're looking, exploring this new game and seeing the importance of unleashing everything you have about yourself, this is the game for you. That being said, starting off with the question, what if you can unlock all your potential right now? And a little bit extra too, what if you don't? What if you don't ever? So I'll leave you all to think on that, and we'll get started with this amazing new game. So right off the bat with this game, I just want to point out, super simplistic. That's exactly what the developers are going for. They're going for something that had RTS feel without the minutia of an RTS, a real-time strategy. Something that had great replayability, but also easy playability. So we have this super easy level select, super fun here. You basically use only the keys on your keyboard. You can use your mouse, but all you really need is the WASD, the keys, and space. Play it. Really easy layout. Pick a weapon, pick 5 perks, and then pick extra challenges. So everything you need, easy to access, easy to understand. Super fun and can be super challenging, so I absolutely love it. So anyone can play it. It's just quite an amazing game. Now with that, there's also some challenges that abound. So for this one, I found pretty challenging once you get started. We are kind of like in media res with this one, but I've actually already had to restart this one. So I'll kind of show you a little bit too. Notice at the very bottom you get the little blue, or not blue, little red circle with a number. Press escape. Everything can be pointed out to. What is this thing? What does it do? What you expected? Gold income. What your loadout is. Honestly, I'm trying to remember myself. Looks like I went more character heavy. A lot of good stuff here. I think this was Night 3 of 13. So it's a pretty interesting way too that they've also managed the economy. Everything's just done off like building based economy. So you still have to balance economy with defense. Super duper interesting. For example, I'm going to decide to get that knocked out. You know what, let's go for, I think last time they really swamped me. And pull this aside. So you got your houses, which do your basic econ. We got a harbor, which does like long-term economy. Watchtowers, got cool things like this shrine right here that after you have enough enemies defeated in the circle, then they'll attribute to the shrine. The shrine will then make money and also act as a defense. That's kind of an econ and a defense at the same time. Super great. Let's go ahead. Nightfall system, so you hold space. Enemies come at night, you go during the day. Your character itself is also very handy. You guys see right there, the little shrine lighting up, that's good. Very quickly can be overwhelmed, but if you perish, it's all good. Okay, now it's less good. I think I got it from here. But challenge very quickly ramps up. At the end of the night, you got total repair. If anything that was economy based got destroyed, rebuilds the next day, but then you have to wait a day before it actually starts producing again. So let's see what these little things are. Little blobs, little slimes Easy. Pairing groups. Okay, okay. So I want to get a little bit more economy going. Also want some defense. Now imagine here, because I got a ranged enemy, maybe he might shoot down from the top. We'll kind of see. Any more shrines that I can build? Got some research. Got this cool looking thing. Another thing too that I love that they added about it, simplicity. Not trying to find different places to build buildings or anything like that. You're not trying to maximize your building space. It's all laid out for you. You press Alt and it shows you potential building spaces and what you can currently build and upgrade. So super duper handy. Honestly, my hat's off to the developers of this game. They absolutely crush it in making a fun, easy, simple, replayable game. Alrighty. You can also control your army as well, in the sense of they'll move with you. You can place them. You can also place and hold and they'll stay there and help manage them a little bit easier. For them, I'm probably just going to let them do them. Place them right here. And let's hit up the knight. Boom, excellent day. So got that all wrapped up nice and neat. Got some more gold now. Want to go heavy economy as quickly as possible at the beginning. At least that's what I like to do. Also, since I got this perk that helps me with my research, I'm going to go and actually do a lot better research. Now these are exposed, so it is kind of an interesting way of doing that. Ooh, interesting. I actually haven't used this mechanic before, so this would be kind of cool to see. Let's go ahead and head on to this next night. We got ourselves 10 enemy macemen, and it looks like some sort of Floger. Giant ogre with a flail. That'll be interesting. Versus me and my flailsmen. Now on the topic of potential while we're going through this night right here. The whole thing that inspired the topic was, you know, at one point I was driving home from something. I noticed this person on the side of the road just walking around where I live. And I saw them and I was like, man, that person looks like they could be an Olympian. You know, I just had this vision of what they could look, what they could be like down the road. And I thought to myself, they look like they could be an Olympian. Now, obviously, they're not at that point, an Olympian, and who knows what they're doing. But it just kind of occurred to me, what if that person isn't living up to their full potential? Being everything that they were meant to be, or could be, or should be. You know, everyone's got a story to tell, and it's important that people go through the struggles to be able to tell that story. So it just kind of weighed on me like, man, what if I'm not living up to my full potential? You know, what am I doing in life that is keeping me from that? And I know for me, you know, back in the day, I had some things going on in my life, you know, just getting out of the military. I could tell was definitely pulling away from who I felt and feel I'm meant to be. And it just really like hit me hard, like, man, how many days am I going to not pay the price of unlocking my potential? Like, how many days am I going to allow that to keep happening? And I even think back to starting my YouTube channel and Twitch. Like, why did I wait so long for me to do that? What did I allow in my life to prevent me from that? You know, what distractions, what minor things, what mediocre things, what addictions did I let pull me away from my potential? Because I thought about it. What if I looked at myself and saw myself in the same way? Saw myself as someone who is actually doing the things that we're meant to do in life, living out their full life instead of living for a W-2. What if I saw myself in that same light, and then why am I not there yet? What has kept me from my potential? So I'll leave that for y'all to kind of mull on and think over, because I think that's like a big key in life, is really just having that thought. You know, what am I actually sacrificing in the long term for some short-term pleasure? And with that, let us rock and roll. Okay, next set of enemies looks like gonna be all flyers, and they're probably gonna just tear it up over here. Definitely have to go heavy defense. Flail guys ain't really gonna do a lot of work on this, so definitely gotta do it all on my lonesome with the hero and the king and these towers. Rock and roll. Like I said, really love this gameplay. I think the simplicity of it actually leads to a lot of the like fun of it. You know, it's kind of like a comp stomp if you're playing it without any modifiers. It can still be very challenging, as we've seen. I already died. Not game over died, but just regular died. But it's still, you get like that satisfaction of like just destroying a whole bunch of little small things. And then a little bit, as I continue to build up the defenses, you'll see you can also have a lot of fun too with like unit building. If that is something you do is like the army side of things. For me, I did a build this round that's more king focused. I want to just kind of check that out. Usually I play a more economy focused perk setup. And then just kind of like mass towers, but we'll see how this one goes. I got a good feeling about it. Army control too, I think, is something I also really appreciate. Not very cumbersome. You can do it pretty quickly. You can set up the army well beforehand, so you're not having to like drag people around. And when you do like the pre-setup, they teleport. All in all, I wonder like what their inspiration was behind like, let's just make a super fun roguelite RTS that's minimalistic, at the same time still very much just like exciting, new, refreshing, a little bit of everything. Ooh, those flogers really didn't like me. Boom. Okay, got that shrine activated. Boom, no problemo. Oh man, looks like that one didn't get anything. I got a whole bunch of spiders, so I'm gonna put a wall out right here. Go get level 3. Level 3 is the max for your castle. And then once you unlock that, you unlock all the spaces, all the upgrades. There's a lot of stuff going on here. That'll be super helpful in the future. I might as well get that now. Get some archers. It looks like there's a lot of monsters here, so if you check this one out, hunters are effective against monsters. Let's get the upgrades in. Okay, block out both of those. And get me a little field. Pop them right there. Pop them right there. I'll hang out over here. And then we'll go from there. Super fun, super enjoyable. What I like about these windmills is if you can get them with wind spirits, they themselves will act as a defense for you. Towers are upgradable. And then the tower upgrade stack. So on level 1, you kind of have 4 different types you can choose from. And then at the next level, you actually add whatever that extra level bonus is to the current level. So you can kind of really customize your towers out pretty well. I thought that was pretty ingenious too. There you go down there. I'll probably hang out in this section. And then up there's got that. Alrighty then. Glad that my flail dudes are just being bullet sponges at this point. Okay. So we're getting close to end of the round, or end of the level. So we gotta put a little bit more emphasis on defense. Alright. Nope, y'all stay back here. Yeah, usually another really good pro tip too is to set your archers to stay. You set a little white circle around them, that way they don't try to hop outside the wall and get tore up from the floor up. Like I said, there's just so much fun and enjoyment once you get past the initial challenge of getting started. Alrighty, all set. I think that's pretty solid. My main concern is down here. I think I'll probably try to cover south while using the minimap to keep an eye on what's happening above me. And I think I should be good. Now, as the game relates to the topic of potential, I like to think about it as this. You saw what everything looked like at the very beginning of the round, where wasn't much there, and now we have all of this kind of packed out to its full potential. Well, mostly full potential. And I really do equate that a lot to life, which is also why I love combining games, art imitates life, with some of these motivational topics, because there is a lot of inspiration that can come from it. And just like in life, when you're starting off, your potential, you might not see yourself as much. And that usually tends to lead you down either to distractions or just, you know, as you think, so you will become. So if you don't see yourself as much, you won't become much. So I think the first step in really realizing your full potential is understanding that you have a full potential. That you have something greater that you're meant to be than who you are right now. And when you do that, you have your first victory in unlocking your potential. Excellent. So once you complete a new little area, you get yourself a new weapon. Potions, okay. Get new challenges. And as you level up, you get new perks. And you can always go back to and unlock new challenges out so you can kind of level up and get yourself some more perks. Haven't really checked this out yet, so I've noted what this is.